Namaste. This is the turning point of the series. After grieving the past and forgiving our parents, episode 3 is about the biological rebirth that happens at age of 32. It is where we move from I missed my life to my life is just beginning. So let's start episode 3, the Neuro-Philosophy of 32. Society operates on a chronological lie. It tells you that by 30, your clay has hardened, that you should be settled in your rank and your role. But many of us wake up at 32 feeling a strange, pulsating energy. We feel 22 again, but with a sharpened mind. This is not a crisis, it is a neurological integration. For the first time, your brain is no longer a good child or a survivalist. It is finally a whole human. Today, we look at the science of why your 30s are the most dangerous and most beautiful years of your life. In 2026, research from a University of Cambridge redefined the age of maturity. They found that while the body stops growing in the early 20s, the prefrontal cortex, called as PFC, prefrontal cortex, the seat of our executive function and identity, undergoes a final, massive synaptic pruning that does not peak until the age of 32. At your 22, you were governed by your limbic system, the part of the brain that seeks a social safety and red chicks approval. You were a good child because your brain literally could not process the risk of being a different. But at 32, the prefrontal cortex finally bridges you with your emotional centers. This creates a neuro-integration. You are finally equipped to handle the truth of being who you are without being a fear of a social execution. This period is what I call the identity safety gap. Your parents' generation stayed in a safety, the red checked survival mode, because their environment was hostile. But being at 32, I am at the cross the gap into the identity. We are experiencing a cognitive dissonance. Your title says adult, your rank says success, but your neuron says screaming at loudly a street play. This is the highest good. To play at 32 is a sign of a highly evolved brain. It means you are no longer a reaction to your parents' trauma. You are an action of your own soul. When you look for a pure heart, friend, you are not being a lonely. You are seeking a social resonance. How do we live this? Through a radical sincerity. At 22, we performed. At 32, we observe. When you go for the evening walk, don't walk as a professional or a good child. Walk as a integrated observer. Notice the geopolitical of the street. Notice the energy of a tea vendor. Notice universal shift in your own chest. You are claiming the stolen adolescent, but with the wisdom of the professor, you are no longer asking for a permission to be pale. You are declaring that your pale face is most honest thing about you. The good child died so the whole human could be born. Today's task, the autonomy ritual. Say one thing today that is 100% true to you, even if it might disappoint someone's red checks expectation from you. I am the Zen professor. Your brain is finally ready. Let's go for a walk. The street has been waiting 32 years for the real you. Thank you.